So tell us a bit about your journey, how you ended up here. Did you guys know each other before you got here?
No.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we met in, I think like the third month of us being here, and then
Tom and Hugo's class.
yeah, and then actually as to how I got here, I initially found out about FullSail when they came to my high school in freshman year in my art class, and initially I just kind of like put my email in to get like emails from them, and then in the senior year they came again, and I didn't really know exactly what I wanted to do, so I was like, you know what, why not? I liked doing art, obviously, and I had messed around with doing Photoshop and Illustrator in some high school classes as well. And initially I was gonna do game art, but then I was like, I don't know if I wanna turn two of my favorite hobbies into a career. So I was like, let's just do the motion graphics, because that felt like a smarter decision, which I am thankful for, because I do, now knowing what the game art degree program is like, I don't know if I would have liked those late classes, but but I don't regret it. I like doing this program a lot, and this journey was fun.
You have a really unique view on things. Everything that you do has a very unusual vibe to it. I'm thinking back even to like the AMG class when you had the little, he was like a little stitched up guy that was walking around with a flashlight. Tell us a little bit about where your creative inspiration comes from, where that part of it comes from.
So like, a lot of the stuff, obviously, like I just mentioned that I do love playing games and stuff, and like even that example that you had was from a game called Little Nightmares, where I really liked the sort of idea was that I was just a small person in a huge world, which I love the concept of. So a lot of at least some of the projects I've done, I've had a lot of inspiration from like those kinds of ideas that I find really cool in either video games or just other media and stuff like that, and I try to put my own twist on it with other stuff that I think is cool.
Awesome. So we got some nice pictures of some people here. You want to say hi to anybody, or you want to give a shout out?
I would, yes. I also, when she was doing hers, I kind of copied what she did with splitting it up between friends and family. But on the left is a bunch of the friends either from here or from back home. On the far left is my friend Brendan, which is a very flattering picture of him. We've known each other since I think like third grade. And below him is the same two friends that she had from FullSail, Che and Dell. And then a few other people, I guess to the right of that is actually me, my dad, and Brendan when we took a trip to Ireland. And then right above them is me and this one. And a few other people is me, my friend Mark and Brendan after graduation of high school, and then also on the right is like all of my family and stuff, like me and my dad, my mom in graduation as well, and my two brothers and sister and our cat who did not want to be in the photo on the right there. The one standing right next to me on the right is Ian, to the right of him is Bella, and then Logan, who's the oldest. And that cat who wants to leave so bad, his name's Zach. And then to the left of that is a few other people from my graduation, but they're basically like a second family to me, so I felt like I had to include them. Ryan is standing to the left. We were born together, so I felt like I had to include him because I miss him. And then his parents, Beth and Mark.
Awesome. We're going to start off with capstone number 1, then we'll talk a little bit about it. Awesome piece of work there, sir. Tell us a bit about the idea, where this came from.
So initially this was a project that I started to do in one of our first 3 classes, and even when I did it, I felt like I just didn't have enough of the knowledge that I needed to make it exactly what I wanted to. So when we had the idea to go back and revisit old projects, I wanted to do this one specifically because I felt like I could just do so much better. And I felt like I captured what I wanted to initially. I had to basically redo all of the models for it because they were very bare bones. And then the idea for like the compositing the images behind it to have that like punch factor was a really fun idea I had for it too. and then creating it into more like an actual product shot and advertisement was part of it as well.
It turned out awesome. This is capstone number 2. I remember we talked a little bit about this one, but tell us a little bit about it anyway.
This one I was actually kind of inspired by one of the past students who we were friends with before, Leo. He mentioned that one of his projects that he did for this as well was like a very simple idea, but it has like that like just smoothness and niceness to it that I was like, I really want to do something like that as well. Because I love the idea of just animating simple things to music and creating like just something fun. Like it's just shapes, but they're just moving around in fun ways to a track that's very fun to listen to. And it just felt like a really cool idea to do for just simple animation.
It turned out good. Capstone 3. Okay, so what tool did you not use to put this one together? Because you pulled out all the stops on this one.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
If there was a tool I didn't use, I just didn't know about it. This one was initially a personal project that I started like a few months ago, and I asked Mike, who I believe is here. Yeah, there he is in the back there. I asked him how to properly set up like actually shooting the footage, and because we'd done it before for his class, but it had been a while, so I wanted to get some tips. And then I initially just wanted to merge footage, 3D and 2D, which is why it was a personal project, because I thought that was insane. And then I thought it would be worth it to turn it into a capstone because I was already in like pretty good stages with it. So I basically, which actually made it go by faster because now there was a deadline, but I made a lot of the 2D graphics, obviously in Illustrator, which was very fun and allowed me to experiment with like doing these planet designs, which I hadn't really experimented using Illustrator in this way, which was a lot of fun, and then also learning how to do camera and motion tracking in cinema, which was a lot of YouTube videos to look up how to do and a lot of asking around. But I think it came out pretty good for how much new stuff I was trying to learn with it.
Absolutely. Turned out great. The last thing we're going to take a look at is going to be your demo reel. Amazing work. We're moving on to our third